Okay, so this is the first time we've opened the inside of this car and started pulling some of the parts out. So floor pans are bad, but not as bad as we thought. Inside the glove box, it's red velour, which is kind of hilarious. But the car had the gauge set in there and the clock is missing, but we found the ashtray that matches the wood grain in the trunk. There's a couple tail lights there I haven't looked at yet. And then here are the grill inserts for both sides of the grill, and they're brand new. Found complete bolt kit for the subframe. All the bushings for the subframe. Brand new bushings for the subframe from year one. Let me see, we got wiring kits. Two wiring kits. We got some lenses for, I'm not quite sure, I think they're the marker lights. Then we got the bezel for the driver's door mirror. Bezel for the driver's door mirror. Gasket kit. Then we've got 4 brand new door hinges in there. This was all stuff that was stuffed in the inside of the car. And also there's a pile of manuals too. So service manuals and everything else. So anyways, all good. So a little bit of what's in the trunk. We did what's in the car, but now we're looking at what's in the trunk. So we've got this tub right here, and this tub is full of really useful goodies. So what I just found was the parking lamps, which we have inside the car, the new lenses. So that's really awesome. So, and there's 2 of them, so I know that we're good there. These are really expensive and hard to find, so I'm glad I found that. Got a mirror that does not belong to this car, so we're going to set that aside. Looks like we got a whole thing of bolts in there, and then also we've got the ashtray. Got some extra tail lights down in there, and then I think there's 3 sets of headlight bucket bezels, so that's good. Oh, right here before I set this on top, those are brackets that hold the bumper on. Really important. So got those. That's a good thing. Got a pump and a motor for the windshield wipers. Going to need that. Hood latches. Control arms, which we're not going to use anymore. These are real important. These are the braces that go from the fender to the core support, and I'm sending those out to powder coat, which I'll get into in a minute. So put those over there, and that over to there. We are missing this other bracket. There's 2 of these, and we've only got 1 here, so we're going to have to find one. So that will be on the hunt for that. I'm not quite sure where that goes. Wiper arms, which is good because I was looking for those. And it looks like we've got 4 of them. And then we've got some other brackets that need powder coating. Send those out to powder coaters. I'm not going to send this one out until I get the other ones. We'll put those down there. Not quite sure where this goes, but it looks like it's important, and it looks like it's wobbed out, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. There are a bunch of little brackets in here that are important. Like I said, this one I'm not going to send out until I get the matching one to it. But these are all important brackets, and as soon as I figure out where they go, I'll set them out with powder coating. So, all right, well, this is what I'm doing. When I get done, when I pull bolts off, I'm putting bolts in the, I'm going to put it right in here with the other bolts. So that little tub right there, that's going to be my bolt storage. So, put this stuff back in here. Oops, that's what I was looking for. These are also bumper brackets. So these are both going out to powder coating. So, all right. So that's my deep dive for this morning. So I'm going to close this thing back up. Oh, and I'm ordering all new rubbers, obviously. So this is what I meant about green, black, not white. So not the original trunk lid. That's okay, it'll work. Just needs a scale cleaned up and we'll all be good. Good morning. So today is a continuation of what's in your trunk. So I showed you what was in the trunk when it was in the trunk. So now I've got it laid out here on the yard down here, and I'm going to go through what everything is and what was included. So here we go. Okay, I flipped the camera around so we can see it. So we've got so basically parking lights, and I've got new lenses so I can rebuild those. And I've got two of the one side, but they're both broken, but I can repair those if I wanted to. I've got brand new ones, so I'll use those, but I've got a complete set, right and left. And then got license plate brackets, and I'm not quite sure what those brackets are for, but I'm sure I'll find out. Got a mirror that doesn't fit this car. Shift boot cover to go in the console. I've got the ashtray that goes to the inside. Multiple wiper arms. Got 3 sets of headlight buckets, and I think there's actually 2 more inside. Washer, reservoir, seat belts, stabilizer bar, which I will be increasing the size, and then that's a steering bar, which I'm going to put rack and pinion, so that won't matter. These bolts were there before I got busy with it, and I think a lot of them are the subframe mount stuff and miscellaneous bolts from there. And then I've got the bolts that I've been labeling as I go. Got a set of tail lights here. Manual steering box, again, not going to use that because I'm going to go rack and pinion. I got bumper mounts, hood latch, mechanism. I've got one of those radiator or core support brackets, which I got to get another one. Got my squirrel cage for the fan, which that's going to go away because I'm going to use the vintage air. And then the wiper motor. These go inside over the rocker panels. I don't know what for, but yeah, they're in bad shape. So, but there's new ones in the car, so I'm not quite sure. Spring buckets, I'm gonna have to front spring buckets, which I put in a 4-link in, so I'm gonna fix those up. They're really in good shape, except for that side is wowed out. So, but I'm not using them for that. They're just gonna be support. Trans mount. Then I've got upper and lower control arms, which I'm going to use QA1, so that won't matter. We got motor mounts and 4 brand new shocks that I won't be using because I'm going to use coilovers so I can change the height of my car when I'm going from drag to road course. So this is what was in the trunk, and we're gonna call that one done.